Hi guys, it's your girl B Michelle coming at you again with another Dollar Tree DIY. So these are the items that I used to create this lamp, and if you want to see how, stay tuned. So I started by using a stencil and stenciling on some paint, but I opted not to use this. I did not like the way mine looked, so you can use this option if you like. So to create the base of the light, you want to take the candle holders and you're going to hot glue them together. Of course, if you want a more firm, solid hold, you want to use a stronger glue other than just a hot glue. But actually, the hot glue is holding this very, very well. It's much a stronger bond than I expected it to be. So it's actually holding pretty well. I think because the bottom portion of this candle has like a rough edge and it makes it adhere better than if it was all smooth. So it's actually holding pretty good with this hot glue. But like I said, if you want it to make sure it's more secure, use a stronger glue like the E6000, Fix All, or some other type of strong glue. So I just used the hot glue, and like I said, mine does hold pretty well. So I adhered 3 of the candles together. I wanted to do it a little bit taller, but then actually I was going to do 2 lamps, but I knew I did not have enough beads to do 2 lamps, so that's something that would come at a later date. But I just went ahead and just did 1, so I put 3 of these candle holders together to form the base of the light. So it should look like this once you glue 3 together, and see, it's really solid here, so the hot glue works really well. So the next step, you'll take your frame and you'll take the back part and the inside part out of the frame, and you want to keep the glass portion, or you can do it without the glass if you want to. I decided to use the glass, and I'm just taking some hot glue and I just want to secure that glass down into the frame. So I'm just using the hot glue, and I'm going to put the glass portion back in there. Those little tabs, if you can find a way to get those out of your way, you can do that. But I kept mine there, and I didn't want them to be seen through the glass, but some of them were just sticking out. If you fold them down, they may be visible through the other side, but however you decide you want to do with those little tabs that holds the frame. So this is how it should look. You just hot glue that glass down to the frame, and then on to the next step. So the next step is I use some wooden dowels that I got from Walmart, and these are the 3/16 size wooden dowels that I picked up, and they are the round ones. You can use the flat ones. Actually, the flat ones may work a little bit better, but I used the round ones, and I just took the hot glue and I glued every corner, all 4 corners of the frames, and I just placed the dowel in the hot glue, making sure it was very secure, and I went over the top with more hot glue to make sure that it was secured down. So that's all I did on that, and I'll show you how it should look. So this is how it should look once you have all of those glued down in the corners. So the next thing is to take the beads, and you're just going to take the beads, and you can do this however you desire to do it. You can design it going from side to side. I chose to do it from top to bottom, but you can do this however you like to do it. So I just took some and I just cut it, and they're not even going across the bottom. You can actually make these hang as long as you like. I just kind of took some, and my beads are actually in different sizes because these are actual real monogrammed beads. You can get these beads from the Dollar Tree. You can get them from Michael's and Hobby Lobby, I believe. I'm not sure if I've seen them in Hobby Lobby, but you probably can. I know I've seen them in Michael's as well as the Dollar Tree. And you can get these beads there, and my beads are in different sizes. They're in different shades of gold, but it's okay once it all comes together. So I'm just kind of just going in and cutting the beads, and I'm just laying it across the top dowel, and I'm doing this on both sides, but I try to do it as evenly as possible on both sides. If I use one size bead on one side of the this is what we're calling our lampshade. So if I use one size bead on the lampshade on one side, then I try to do identical on the other side. So basically that's all I'm doing. I'm just going back and forth with hot gluing this to the top of the wooden dowel, and once you get all of those pieces hot glued, you'll have a design that should look like this. But actually there's some steps that you should do before you do all of this, and I'll show you in just a moment. So this is how it should look once you have all of your beads. If you decide to do them from top to bottom, this is how mine came out. And I'm also going to take another strip of the beads, and I'm going across the top portion with some more hot glue to kind of cover up some of the glue and to fill in those spaces that you can see from the wooden dowel. So, and also with those dowels, you can spray paint those. If you choose to do gold, you can spray paint those, or you can paint them however you choose to paint them. And if you don't want the wooden portion to be seen, if you want it to blend in, just go ahead and paint those. I did not paint mine, so at the end I did go over it with a little bit of paint using the little sponge brush, but it really didn't make much of a difference to me. So but you can do that if you want to. So here I'm just taking some more of the beads, and I'm just going to loop some across the frame itself, and I'm just gluing some on the, taking one end of the bead and just hot gluing the other end, just making a little loop. And this is going to be your lampshade, guys. You can design it however you like. There's no wrong or right way to create your creation. So this is just how I'm doing mine, and you can design yours however you like. So I just did that, and I also took some of the beads and I'm going around the seams of the candle holders, and just to give it more just to blend everything together as well. So I'm just going around that with some more beads, and I'm just using a hot glue, and that's going to cover up any hot glue that may have ran over or whatever. So those beads are going to conceal anything. So in this next step, I took these two wooden dowels. These are some that I got from the Dollar Tree. There's some I already had here. They're about the same size as the ones from Walmart, except for the ones from Walmart are longer. And I'm just taking those and I'm gluing them. I'm centering them on the bottom of the lampshade, and I'm trying to form a square. I want to form a square to where the candle holder can fit into the square, because this is going to be, the candle holder is the base part of your lamp, and this, you want your lampshade to be able to fit on your lamp on the base part. So I'm trying to form a square, but you want to put this in the center as much as possible. So here's where I was saying with using that candle holder to form that square. This is what you want to do. As you can see, the two shorter ones from the Dollar Tree, they're on the outside part of the lampshade, and I'm placing the longer ones on the inside. So it's creating more support for holding that lampshade on the base of the lamp. So I'm basically just putting these on here to form a square. And like I say, do this beforehand, before you put those beads on your lampshade. It's going to be much easier for you. I just didn't do it like this because this wasn't a part of my original plan. So it was an afterthought, and that's why I'm going in and doing it now. But do this beforehand. So basically that's all I'm doing there. And I also secured it down with more hot glue, and I also used some wiring to secure it down. So here I'm using some of the wire that you can get from the Dollar Tree as well, and I'm just cutting some of that, and I just wanted to make sure that my dowels are secure. So I'm just going around each piece that's connected with the glue, and I'm wrapping it around each piece individually, and then I'm going to go over it with some hot glue on top of that to make sure it's secure. So this is how the bottom up portion of your lampshade should look. And like I said, go ahead and do this part before you put your beads on there, so you can go ahead and get this all laid out, and it'll make your job much easier if you do it without the beads being on there. So I also wanted to go ahead and add a little bit of paint to the base portion. I started out doing this with a little bit of paint, but then I decided, no, I'll just leave it white. But then once I finished, I said, well, I guess I could go ahead and just do a little bit of paint. But I also, the light that I'm actually using, this is from a previous DIY lamps that I made. If you look at my videos with my lamps that I made previously, I broke one. So I'm using the light portion. It was already blinged out because the lamp was broke. I never did make another set because I never could find a matching candle holder since then. So I have not made another one to make it match. So I still have the one. I still have the broken one. For whatever reason, I haven't thrown it away. But I kept, this is the part that was already blinged out, the lighting mechanism that I'm using. These are some that came from Walmart, and I just blinged them out on the top. I put a napkin ring on it, blinged it out, but I left it where you can still replace the batteries if the batteries run out. So I can still open this piece up and replace the battery. So I'm just going around it with some beads to try to bring the two colors together. Since it was already blinged out, I did not have any gold diamond wrap. Of course, when you're looking for it, you can't find it. But when I wasn't looking for gold, that's all I ever saw was gold. But now that I'm trying to incorporate more gold, I can't find the gold diamond wrap. So I'm just adding some of the beads around it to just bring the colors together. And that's all I'm using. And I also use some paint on the base portion of my lampshade. So here's where I just used some of the same paint, and I just went over it with the sponge, and I'm just going over the little diamond shaped part and just kind of lightly put it on there. I don't really want the paint to be really heavy. I just wanted like a little speck of the paint. So basically I'm just kind of going over it with a little light stroke of the paint, and I'm just doing this on all of the sections that's like the diamond shape. So this is the final look, you guys. I really like the way this lamp came out. I'm loving my lampshade. It's all dangly, and I like the way the beads are kind of hanging in different lengths. And like I said, you can design that part the way you want, but this is for my home, so I design things the way I like them. So that's it, you guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Please share these videos. And if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. So that's it, you guys. Just giving you an inside view of the lamp, as well as a side view. And I'm also going to show you how you can use just a candle with this lamp. And it's really pretty using a candle, you guys. I love the way the light reflects on the wall, and I just can't wait to see this lamp at night. So, and I should have waited to upload this video until nighttime where you can see it better. Maybe I'll do a clip of it in another video. And this is a look with just using a candle in here as the lighting. I'm going to show you guys with the candle with the lights turned off as well. And you see how the candle makes it reflect on the wall more. I love how the beads, the look that it's giving off on the wall. Can't wait to see this at night, you guys. But that's the look with just using a candle. And you can use whatever type of lighting that you choose to use. These are just some of the things that I use, and I just want to share that with you guys. So that's it, you guys. Just thank you again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also, thank you guys for all of the support that you guys are giving me. I really appreciate it. So that's it, guys. Bye.